Is Tom Brady going to play the first 4 games of the season?
I don't think he's going to play all 4. I don't think he's going to play at the beginning of the season. That doesn't mean there won't be a reduction in his 4-game suspension, but it's hard for me to see a total exoneration of Tom Brady from 4 games to 0. As you said, we have this, what I think is a deadline, with the Patriots camp starting on Wednesday. We would think, Olivia, we'd hear today or tomorrow about his appeal, whether it goes from 4 games to 3 or 4 games to 2 or 4 games to 1. And as I said, I don't think 4 games to 0. It really comes down to this. In that June 23rd hearing, what did Tom Brady and his attorneys put forward in front of the commissioner that they hadn't before? Remember, this was a 6-month investigation by the Wells report, and based on that investigation, the NFL gave him a 4-game suspension. Now, what did he go into that hearing and show the NFL they missed? What were those communications between those equipment guys that inferred that Tom Brady was involved and maybe he wasn't? Where was all that? So that's what we have to find out. If there was exonerating information, I think this thing is reduced, but not exonerated, but reduced probably a game or 2.
What do you think about the fact that the commissioner himself, Goodell, is the one who is hearing the appeal? Obviously, Tom Brady wanted somebody more independent, but Goodell decided, no, he's going to do it himself, even though he presided over the initial hearing.
Yeah, I mean, this was something agreed to in the collective bargaining agreement, several collective bargaining agreements, and unchanged in the most recent one, Olivia. So to complain about this now seems a little bit outdated. They had a chance to try to get an independent arbitrator for these appeals. That chance went by the wayside in 2011. Now, we have had cases like the Ray Rice appeal where the commissioner recused himself and had another person sit in. But this was too big. This was an A-list star. Integrity of the game was at issue. He handled it, and he will continue to handle it. The thing you bring up is, will we have an appeal if he doesn't get the decision he wants based on Goodell not being impartial? That's down the road. We'll see what happens.
Do you think that there is pressure on the commissioner at this point? Because obviously this is one of many blemishes. You mentioned Ray Rice that the NFL has suffered. Is there pressure on Goodell to appear like he's not, doing any favors for football's golden boy?
Yeah, I mean, this is really, what is the job of the commissioner? Who does he report to? And really, he reports to the owners. This didn't come out of thin air, Olivia. It was the Colts, who obviously played against that game where the deflated footballs were in question. Maybe the Ravens, who played them a week before. Maybe other teams who feel like the Patriots always go right to the edge, if not over the edge. So the commissioner's listening to his constituents, who are the owners, who are Baltimore, who are Indianapolis, maybe other teams, saying, hey, you got to come down hard on these guys because they cheated. You may not think it's a major cheating violation, but that they cheated. So that's what he's answering to, and we'll see if he upholds this. We'll see if he has pressure from owners to do that.
We're all hoping for a decision sometime soon. We'll leave it there.